honey. So I'm gonna show y'all how to get the best tasting red beans and sausage of your life. So let's start out talking about what you're gonna need, honey. You're going to need some celery, onion, some bell pepper. I got some yellow, some red, and some green ones cut up that I had from the event that was left over. So this is fine. If you don't have all these colors, all you need is one large bell pepper. We're going to have some sausage because you can't have red beans without the sausage, honey. We're going to be using good old Conecuh sausage. Then you're going to need you some red kidney beans, honey. Some smoked meat. If you don't eat pork, because everybody is not a pork eater, you can use smoked turkey wings or smoked turkey necks. And then you can use like a turkey sausage. We got some fresh parsley, cilantro and some fresh parsley. Y'all, we're going to get all this all chopped up. We're going to get in some pot. And we're going to just let it do what it do. Now, if you are concerned about your beans not being done because you need to soak them overnight, FYI, you do not have to soak red beans. If you're worried about the gas in them, just take like a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of baking soda. Put it over your beans. I say a half a teaspoon. And that'll help to neutralize it a little bit so you won't have so much gas. I learned that from my grandma. Or what you could do is let your beans sit for an hour before you decide to eat them, and that will count out the gas. So I do want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers here on Bama Girl Cafe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? As of today, we're almost at 7,000 subscribers. Who would have known that we was going to jump that quick? But she's not complaining. You're all welcome here to receive all my love. So thank you guys for the love and support. We're gonna go ahead and get set up with this video, and we'll be right back, baby. Alright, love, so we're back, and we've already started to go through our beans. What I like to do is just go through, put some in my hand, look at them, see which ones are deformed, which ones are not, and see like this one right here, we're gonna pull it out and set it down there with those other beans that don't need to go in a pot. So let's do it again. Go through with your hand. Just look at them real good. Make sure that you are really picking through them before you put them in the bowl with the beans that you're going to keep. And that's how you go through your beans. Like that, like that. I love red beans. Growing up, you could never get me to eat any kind of beans. It really, like, I wasn't really a bean eater, but I would eat red beans and sausage. And I would eat lima beans and sausage, but other than that, I wasn't really a big bean eater. I didn't become a big black eyed pea eater until I was like in my early 20s. So yeah, if your kids don't eat certain things now, just keep introducing it to them. Eventually they will like them. Your food choices and your taste for food does change as you get older, so yeah, just keep reintroducing them to it. And a lot of kids who won't eat red beans will eat chili. So you can get them, you know, to eat them. Just throw a little sausage in there and make sure it's got a good amount of flavor. See, like this bean right here, it's all busted and disgusted. It's cracked. So you don't want to put that in your pan. Alright, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and finish sorting through these beans, honey. And then we're going to come back and we're going to start chopping up everything that we want to go into the pot with these green beans. And we're going to start with the Trinity, honey. You know what I'm saying? Alright, loves. So we have our beans. We've already went through all of them. As you guys can see, we picked through the amount of beans that we want to cook. And there are no more deformed beans in the pan. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take y'all over to the sink. And we're going to rinse the beans off, put them in the pot. And then we're going to go ahead and rinse the smoked meat off and put them into the pot. So come on over to the sink with me, honey. And you just want to make sure that you kind of rinse your smoked meat, because you don't want any, where they cut the ham hocks, you don't want any of that gristle to end up in your bean pot. As y'all can see, it's some little stuff floating down there. That's just a little bristle that came off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start filling up my pot. And you want to add in a lot of water, because these beans are going to need that extra water to expand. Alright, so that's 3.5 quarts of water. I'm going to take this over to the stove. Alright, love, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start chopping up our celery and our bell pepper. And I've already cleaned them and chopped off the ends, so now we're just going to go ahead and start cutting. So I like to cut the bell pepper this way, and I like to use the whole bell pepper when I, making my red beans, because this little stem part right here, it really gives a good flavor. And I don't mind those chunks of bell pepper floating. To me, it gives it a good taste. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. Y'all, when I saw this shirt a few years ago, I bought it and I was like, this shirt I have on right now, I was like, yo, one day I'm going to be able to wear this shirt. So I bought it and I pulled it out of the closet a couple months ago, but I couldn't fit it because I was still a little chunky, even though I had my breast reduction, honey. So what I did, I've been losing some weight, so now I'm down and I can fit it. And I just really like the shirt because it kind of reminded me of those 90s, when people will wear like, the two block color, but it's actually back in style now. The 90s then came back around, y'all. I hope y'all can get rid of everything in y'all closet, you know what I'm saying? I really love the 90s style, and I'm super excited to see it come back around, because the 90s was ish, man. That was my childhood, it's so nostalgic. The 90s. I'm an 80s baby, but I was raised in the 90s and the early 2000s. So I don't really like to, oh my God, I'm about to cry. It's the onions. I don't really like to chop up my onions and stuff too fine, because they kind of like melt down a little bit when you're, making the cooking the red beans. The camera cut off, y'all. I've been having technical difficulties. Alright. So we got that onion cut. What I'm going to do so that I don't start crying, I'm going to remove the onion and the celery and just put it into this bowl. Whew, honey. And I'm going to cut that other piece up real quick, but not right now. Get my knife a rinse. Alright. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to just, chop up these peppers. And we're going to be using some leftover peppers I had from my event. I just stored them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the refrigerator. And they held up just fine. So yeah. Let me split these up, because I just want to give them a nice dice. And that's about it. And you can use any kind of bell pepper you want to. I like to use most of the time in my red beans and rice the green and the red or the orange. But this time I got a little bit of everything, so I'm definitely not splitting. You just want to make sure you're dicing up everything nice. You know what I'm saying? And these red beans are going to be so good, y'all. I love red beans and rice. I always use the Trinity anytime I do red beans and rice, because that's how my grandmama did it. And if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. So yeah. What movies have I been watching, y'all? I've been, watching a couple movies. I watched Boomerang. That's why, I got my 90s theme. It took me back a little bit. It was a couple movies I watched that was from the 90s that I really, really enjoyed as a child. Do the Right Thing. What's the other movie? Oh my God. I can't think of the name of it, y'all. But I really have been enjoying, reliving the 90s. So if I start looking like I'm stepping out of the 90s, then y'all know y'all still got the dark lipstick on, you know what I'm saying? just giving these a rough chop. I diced them, but they weren't, you know, like I want them. So I'm just going to chop them up a little bit more. And there we go. There goes our peppers and our onion. And I really like to season my food, y'all, with as many fresh herbs and stuff as possible, because it just gives it a really good taste. A really good taste. Freshness is a blessing. Okay, so let's grab some of this cilantro. I've been listening to Toni Braxton and Babyface. And I will always be with you, and I will love you forever. If I could. Y'all don't remember that movie? Y'all don't remember that song? Toni Braxton was the ish. And Babyface. Oh yeah, another group I used to love from the 90s was After 7. Y'all know that that's his brothers, right? Who else? Boyz II Men. Brandy was one of my favorite singers in the 90s. She had like she lost her damn mind. I don't know what happened to old girl, but she coming back. She coming back. Monica. So For Real, Heavy D, Albisha. I want to tell you how I feel about you night and day. That's the music I like, y'all. But I've really been living in the 90s for the last couple of days. Like, my husband was like, "Is you coming back?" And I was like, "No, I'm never leaving the 90s again." So yeah, that's our cilantros. Now we're gonna grab some parsley, hunty. Like I said, I've already rinsed these. They have the little stems on there because I just wanted to keep them together. But yeah, let's go ahead and chop these up. And I know what y'all saying, dang, you putting a lot of vegetables in there. But honey, these red beans and rice are going to be to die for. I'm telling you, all you have to do if you want to season up your food is just use a whole bunch of fresh herbs and spices, honey. The dried stuff is good too, but sometimes you just put that freshness over in there and then add a little bit of dried something, honey, it'll give you a flavor that you can never forget. Now I'm not going to use all this parsley because I want to garnish my plate a little bit when I, you know, get that thumbnail for these red beans and rice, but I am going to use a good amount of it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, chop up the rest of that onion, throw all of this in the pot, turn it on, let it simmer and boil on the stove over a medium-high heat for a couple hours. And then when we get to the halfway point, I'm going to come back and show y'all what it's looking like when I stir and add in seasoning, because with the smoked meat, you don't want to add in too many seasonings because it may get too salty. So you want to add your seasoning in at the end. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to dump all this over into the pot. Alright y'all, so the beans are cooking. As you guys can see, that smoked meat right there. And you got all those delicious peppers in there. You got the beans, and they are start cooking. They are cooking. So they're going to need probably another 2.5 hours. And this is just going to be delicious. Alright loves, we're back. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to start cutting up the sausage to go into our red beans and rice. And I throw the whole thing on pack over in there. So what I like to do is I like to just start cutting, you know, at an angle. That used to be like when we were in school, in the cafeteria in elementary school, red beans and rice was like one of my favorite meals to eat because they would give us like these big pieces of sausage and the beans would be so good with the rice, and then they would give us like these cornbread muffins, and it was just so good to me. And then like fried chicken day was the best, yo. Oh my god. I used to love, like, you know, we were little in elementary school. My first couple years in elementary school, I remember them like fixing our lunch. Like we would walk through the little line, and then the lunch lady would ask us what we wanted and we would tell them. But then as time went on, they started doing like the self-serve. So you just went through and you just picked up what you wanted. But, you know, and then if you got something extra, they would charge you unless you got like free lunch. And then we had like a salad bar when we got in middle school. So a lot of times we would eat off the salad bar. Sometimes you would have to pay for it, but when my mom was alive before my grandfather adopted me, we got free lunch. But after that, we didn't get free lunch anymore, so I had to pay for lunch. So sometimes I would just take my lunch because it was better to take it from home. And it kind of made me feel a little special, like, you know, like somebody loved me when it wasn't really a lot of people who did. But yeah, I used to enjoy lunch. When I got to high school, sometimes we would just sneak off campus to get lunch, or we would eat in the cafeteria, like salad bar. Some days I would just eat out of the snack machine. I just didn't have time for the cafeteria because the line was so long. We had like 2 lunch waves, but it was so many students in our school, like you had to be there to get lunch. But on fried chicken day, baby, I used to be in that line like, yo, I'm walking to class with my chicken. You know, it's just not gonna happen today, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not missing this chicken because that chicken will be bomb. So what I'm gonna do, now that we've cut up all our sausage, I'm gonna go back over to the stove and we're gonna put the sausage in there and we're gonna let them cook for about another hour or so. And then we're going to be done. Then we're going to be done. So now the beans are almost done, as you guys can see. They're getting there. We're going to go ahead and just add in our sausage. And I like a lot of sausage in my red beans and rice, honey. So I'm just going to give it a stir. As y'all can see, it's coming together really nicely. All that flavor in there. These are going to be so good. Alright, we're going to put the lid on and we're going to let these cook for about another hour. And honey, we'll be done. Alright, loves, so we're back and we're done with our red beans and sausage and rice, honey, our red beans and rice. And I'm going to just let you guys see on the side cam how they look. They look so delicious. You can see all that yummy, yummy, yummy in them. Oh my God, they smell so good. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. So let's go ahead and plate some up. Honey, this is live. Sprinkle a little bit of parsley on there. Not too much, just a little bit. Woo! Honey, that is red beans and rice, honey. Clean the side of that bowl up. This is going to be fantastic. Woo, honey. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a quick picture, get a good thumbnail, honey, and then we're going to come back and we're going to wrap up this video. Don't you know no good? Don't you know no good? Don't you know no good? I know all the good, honey, okay? Because my stomach is about to be like, yes, yes, ma'am. All right, loves, here we go. We got us a nice little cute thumbnail. Yes, honey. And now we're going to go ahead and give these red beans and rice a little bit of a taste. You know what I'm saying? Get a little bit of that sausage on there. Come on, sausage. Come here, little piggy. Ooh, it's hot. It's piping hot. You see the steam coming off of it? You probably can't, but I can. It smells so delicious. Why, Lord? At the end, I added a little bit of onion powder, a little garlic powder. That's it. That's all I added. These red beans and rice, Lord, honey. Y'all hold on, because I'm going to do a mukbang tonight, honey. So I ain't gonna eat too much, you know what I'm saying? Ooh. I love me some good red beans, y'all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now y'all got y'all red bean video. Y'all got black eyed pea. Let me know what else y'all want to see. Because you know beans is cheap, honey. Okay? A bag of beans with smoked meat and a couple other things to go in that pot. You got a meal for about $10 to feed a couple people. With that being said, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in here on Bama Girl Cafe. Showing me a lot of love and support. I'll see you guys back here in a couple days. I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video. The steady flow of videos. And it's just been good. It's been real good. I love y'all. Remember to treat people the way you want to be treated. Call and check on your people and see how they're doing, especially if they are vets or they've been in jobs that require them to deal with people and emergency issues. So call and check on your boys and your blue, your firefighters, your paramedics, nurses and doctors, people like that who work in those type of fields where it can be a little bit stressful and dramatic. Call your people, check on them. You know what I'm saying? 911 operators too. But I love you guys, and I will see you all back here in a couple of days. Smooches, and food is love. Food is love.